I have to say I would never expected that I would choose the career path, which I did. I was raised on a farm in Northumberland County near a village called Cold Springs, an hour and a half east of Toronto. My father operated a beef feedlot, and as a child, I knew the breed of different steers and when they were ready for market. I completed my high school in Cobourg and proceeded to the University of Toronto to complete a degree majoring in commerce with a minor in English. I then landed a job in the finance department with Quaker Oats in Peterborough. I found the finance work to be interesting. The pay was good, and my colleagues were top-notch. Now just take that information and give it a 360-degree turn. Full stop. At the age of 31, I resigned from my job and took a completely different fork in the road and came home to be a dairy farmer with my husband in partnership and our young children in tow. My female friends taught me some valuable life lessons along the way, the first being, never say never. Did I think I would have been a dairy farmer when I was a child? No. But I did have a vision of where I wanted to go and who I wanted to be. Sometimes it just takes the initiative to just do things and be open to where life takes you. So at 31, I started my new job at my new workplace. Remember, I knew nothing about this industry. I had never calved a cow on my own. I had never dealt with a sick animal. I had never driven a skid steer. But I was willing to learn. You have to free yourself from every concept of what you think you can and cannot do. Which brings me to the valuable lesson to share in my presentation, and that is the power within. The fact that I had untapped resources within me that I hadn't utilized, and learning that I had to push that inner reserve out and do something was so fulfilling. But as I say, there are two words that help with situations like this. Have to. It can be a great motivator. You make yourself do things that you didn't know you could possibly do. I have always lived by the motto, you can get knocked down, but you're not knocked out. Yes, there are some situations which come out of the blue and knock you sideways. In these times, it is important to make sure your support team, your partner, immediate family, friends, co-workers, your network, that they have your back and that you help them in return. Attitude is everything. This is a lesson I've learned as we've been involved in the dairy cattle showing world, again, the Olympics of the dairy genetics world. The show ring is, dare I say, competitive. You have to be able to read the situation to try and readjust if a situation isn't working out in your favor. Sometimes it's seeing things in perspective. Attitude is everything. Sometimes it is the very small details that impedes us from making from a final goal. Again, attitude is everything. Since 1993, when I came home, we had 125 head of cattle and 350 acres of land. We are now up to 300 head of cattle and 1,200 acres of land. We have shown cattle and sold cattle internationally and nationally. We ship embryos internationally from our herd. The idea of achieving a master breeder shield was not even thought of until I came home. We now have 2 shields. I have been able to travel to many different countries as an ambassador for Holstein Canada while my husband judged their cattle. My family is accomplished in the show ring, and the Crow Valley herd has received many All-Canadian and All-American awards. Throughout all of this, I've remembered every day to say never, practicing the power within at all times. continuing to be resilient and persevere, and applying the best lesson of all, attitude is everything. These life lessons have created the recipe for a pretty wonderful life. Ladies, go out and have fun discovering your own personal it factor. There's no better feeling in the world. Thank you.